So I've gotten this question a lot about the difference between hashtags and tags and how to add hashtags and tags. Hashtags and tags can put your content out to a wider audience. It can actually increase your reach, potentially even go viral with your content. So you always want to make sure you at least include 3 hashtags on every one of your videos and tags on all your videos. I'm going to show you an example here, but before we get into that, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more tips and strategies to grow your YouTube visibility and monetization. So here I am in the YouTube studio, and I'm going to just go into my latest premiere that's scheduled for later today and show you what we mean when we talk about hashtags and tags. Okay, so hashtag is a word that is preceded by the pound sign. And what's really cool about hashtags on YouTube is that you can type them in, and actually, this drop down shows up where you can see how many videos and how many channels are using that hashtag. And so I try to use hashtags that have a wide reach. And sometimes I'll use very specific hashtags for a specific topic, but usually I try to find hashtags that have a wider reach. So you can include hashtags in your title. You can also include hashtags in your post itself. And YouTube has actually said that the first 3 hashtags are the ones that are going to be given the most weight. And I've heard some varying degrees on whether additional hashtags on top of the 3 first hashtags are going to help your channel. I haven't seen anything from YouTube saying that it's going to hurt your channel, although if you put in too many hashtags, then it appears spammy and YouTube may shut off your visibility for that video, or maybe even potentially for your channel if you do this a lot. If you put in a lot of hashtags, especially if they're not relevant to your topic, it may actually hurt your channel. So for this particular video, I put the 3 hashtags, the main hashtags I wanted to use in the title, and then I put in a few extra hashtags that were relevant to this particular topic. You could also work in all of these other hashtags into a short little description about this video. But because this particular one is a presentation, I just decided to just have the hashtags instead. I used to have maybe like 15 or 20 hashtags, and I stopped that because I want to make sure that I get the visibility with the right visibility, the top visibility with my hashtags, and not risk getting my channel shut down. So remember, a hashtag has a pound sign, and just use, I would say, somewhere between 3 to 8 hashtags max. Don't put too many more hashtags in your posts. So if you want to use tags, tags are also keywords that you want to use in your post, but those are found if you scroll down and you go down here to the bottom where it says show more, click there, scroll on down, and then you've got this section here. What I do with tags is you can include up to 500 characters. I've seen from my research that about 450 characters is ideal. So I'm going to maybe go ahead and maybe remove some hashtags here and see, let's see, I'm going to remove her. She's not there. Best-selling book. I'm going to remove that. So I have a little bit under 450, but it's fine if you do up to 500 characters. You know, you don't want to do too little because then you're underutilizing the tags. And, you know, I haven't really seen research that says that if you go up to 500, it's going to hurt your channel. The main thing is that you include hashtags that are relevant to your content. Now, keep in mind, one thing with tags and hashtags, if you use hashtags and tags that are kind of like banned words, like for example, with my true crime channel, I can't use the word hashtag or a tag of allegations at this moment in time as of when this was published, because that actually reduces visibility on my channel. Things like missing child or anything to do with children it reduces the visibility for my videos. So if I'm talking about a missing child, I'll work around it. I'll say missing person or missing. I'll use those hashtags instead of using child, because YouTube has a policy about wanting to make sure that children are protected. And so that's another reason why it's important to just look out when you see that there's less visibility, or if your channel is monetized, if there's no monetization for that video, that could be why. And so you can use hashtags that are relevant, like I said, and beware. There's somebody that I'm working with that started with all of these very spammy hashtags and tags that aren't even relevant and are actually hurting the performance of his channel. So definitely make sure that the hashtags you're using are actually relevant. Make sure that you're not using like clickbaity hashtags that are not relevant to your channel. And then once you're done with all of that, go ahead and save, and you can test it. You can always change it if you see that you're not getting any visibility for that particular video. You can always test it later, change some of those hashtags, change some of those tags, add or swap, and see if that helps to grow the visibility for your video. And one other final little point I wanted to make, I say this when I talk about the dynamite effect for your videos or for your channel. Don't get worried if your video doesn't get the views right now, because sometimes I've noticed that sometimes the dynamite effect happens where maybe in a day, a week, a month, even a year from now, the video takes off and may even go viral. One of my clients' video went viral 18 months after she posted her video. And she's gotten now at this point over 5 million views for that video. So don't despair if one video doesn't do well, or maybe a scattering of your videos don't do well. Keep putting out content, keep working it, and eventually all of your videos are going to get more views over time as you keep putting better and better content out there. So if you learned something from today's video, you'll also like this video as well. For more help growing your visibility and monetizing your brand, go to alexanderfigueredo.com. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Thank you.